Well, good morning, everybody. Pastor Scott here for another morning check-in from E-Free Church. It's Thursday, August the 5th, and we've been looking at some commands in Hebrews 10 based on the fact that Jesus is our high priest. We saw the command to draw near into the presence of God, and yesterday we saw the command to hold fast even though storms come into our life. Now, today's a beautiful one. It says in verse number 24, and let us, that's the third let us in the passage, let us draw near, let us hold fast, let us consider how to stimulate one another to love and good deeds. Now, when it says to consider, that's the idea of giving something careful attentiveness. In other words, it's not accidental, it's not spontaneous, it's intentional. We are to be intentional about doing something. We are to plan for this. What are we to be intentional about doing? It says to stimulate believers to love and good deeds. Now, that word stimulate means to provoke or to irritate. Think of wanting to provoke a horse to move faster. You may kick it a little bit in the side. That's how you stimulate it. You irritate it so that it does something. Well, that's the word here. We need to irritate one another in a positive way to do this so that we show greater love and greater faith in God. That's what it's saying. This is really talking about positive peer pressure. We need each other. Listen, if we're going to reach our redemptive potential in this world, in this life, we need other believers who will come alongside of us and stimulate us, irritate us, push us a little bit. It's just like a good coach in a football team. He's going to have to irritate those players a little bit, push them a little bit to get the most out of them. It's the same thing in our spiritual lives. I need people in my life who will stimulate me to greater spiritual commitment. You need people in your life that will stimulate you to greater spiritual commitment. And we need to be doing that with each other. Now, by the way, how do we do it? Well, there's a couple ways. Let me just look at one right now. It says in verse number 25, here's how: not forsaking are assembling together, as is the manner of some, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day drawing near. How are we to do it? Number one, it takes commitment. That means we're committed to the church. We are not forsaking our assembling together. Folks, listen, don't miss this. You need the church, and the church needs you. And I know we're in that kind of post-COVID time. And you know what I've discovered? There's still a lot of people who haven't come back to church. Some of them haven't come back because maybe they're still scared. Some of them haven't come back because they just kind of got out of the habit. Some, to be honest, some of you, you've gotten lazy. Yep, that's me stimulating you right now. That's me irritating you. You've gotten lazy. It's easier to sit home and watch in your pajamas. So can I irritate you right now? Can I stimulate you to love and good deeds? Listen, friend, I don't know who I'm talking to, but you do. You need to get back into church because you need the church and the church needs you. I hope you'll share this on your Facebook page. Let me pray for you. Father, thank you for the church. May we stimulate each other to love and good deeds. And for that person or persons watching right now who needs to get back in church, God, I pray you would convict them of that. And I pray this in Jesus' name. Well, tomorrow we're going to finish up this passage. Then Monday I'm going to start answering the questions you send in about our Sunday morning topic. Right now we're talking about death. You have a question about death? Get it to me. And starting Monday, I'll use our check-ins to answer your questions. Well, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning for our last morning check-in of the week.